Hi guys, welcome to Bluebook. You are watching series of Arduino tutorial. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. If you are not seeing the last video, I have given the link in the description below. In this tutorial, I am going to teach mapping of analog read and write with potentiometer. Actually, we are going to vary the brightness of LED with potentiometer. Let's jump in. Materials needed: one Arduino board, one potentiometer, some connecting wires, one 220 ohms resistor, one LED and one breadboard. Let me first explain what is potentiometer. Potentiometer is nothing but a variable resistor. If it is variable resistor, means of course it has to be dealt with analog. Sometimes this potentiometer is also called pot. This is potentiometer. It consists of three legs. First and the last leg or pin is fixed and the middle one is varying pin. It is 5k ohm potentiometer. This middle pin slides over the entire length of 5k ohms. So we will get the variable resistance from 0 to 5k ohm. Potentiometer comes in different shapes and size. Here this is 10k ohm. So this middle pin slides over the entire length of 0 to 10k ohm. We are going to connect the potentiometer to the Arduino. The left and the right pin is gonna connect with +5 and ground as respectively. So let's connect the potentiometer to the breadboard. Yeah, like this. Just connect it. Yeah. Now the right one, ground. Yes. Next, the red one is VCC. This one is plus VCC or +5 volt. Next, which is the middle pin, we have to connect it to here. Some pins are there. This analog N. Here I'm connecting pin A0 and LED. Now take this one and connect it to pin number 9 and the ground leg to ground over here. Why I have chosen the pin number 9, as you itself know, the number which have like this curly like tilt symbol are the numbers which the LED must be connect to PWM, which is pulse width modulation pin, say 9th pin, where the voltage will be varied. How the voltage can be varied? It can be varied by analog write. In the previous video, I said that the analog writes ranges goes to 0 to 255, but the analog reads range goes to 0 to 1023 or 1023. So the mapping is done like this: 0 to 1023. The middle value is 512. This is analog read, as the range is 0 to 1023. The next 0 to 255. The middle value is 128. This is in analog way. If a potentiometer finds a value on about 700, then what is the corresponding value in analog line? So mapping is done like this: 0 to 1023. The middle value is 128 in analog read. So the formula is 512 divided by 1023 equal to 128 divided by 255. That is 512 is the middle value, or the half of the value is 512. The 1023 or 1023 is the highest value. That is the same in this is also the middle value, and this is the highest value. If a potentiometer finds a value about 700, what is the corresponding value in analog right? So this is the potentiometer's value: 700 divided by 1023 equal to x divided by 255. That is x equal to 700 divided by 1023 into 255. The first, int pot pin equal to A0. The pin A0 to A5 are the pin which is analog input. Next, int LED pin equal to 9. As you know, pin number 9 is a pulse width modulation pin. That is, the pin numbers, near to the pin numbers you can find some tilt symbol. That then if 10 is having that tilt symbol, means that's a pulse width modulation pin, and that's why I have chosen 9. Next, int pot val and int LED val. Pot val is a variable which I am going to store the value which we get from the potentiometer. Next, LED val is the value which I am going to write to the LED. Next, float volt. Float volt means the voltage. Sometimes we will get voltage in decimal form, that is 2.5, 1.5, like that. Next, void setup. Pin mode, LED pin, output. That is, how are we going to use that LED pin which is pin number 9? How are we going to use? We are going to use it as output. Next, pin mode, pot pin input. How we are going to use as A0? We are going to use as some input. Next, serial.begin 9600. Actually, serial.begin 9600. Serial begin is serial monitor. Why means we are going to monitor the value which we get from the potentiometer. Next, void loop. Pot val equal to analog read pot pin. Pot val is a variable in which we are going to get the value which we get from the potentiometer. Next is serial.println pot val. Serial.println means we are going to print the value, print the serial pot val. We are going to print pot val in the serial monitor. Next, volt equal to pot val divided by 1024.0 into 5.0. As I said, we are going to map the analog read to analog write. That's only this formula. Next, serial.println volt. That means we are going to print volt in the serial monitor. Next, so LED val equal to pot val divided by 1024.0 into 256.0. That is the mapping from analog read to analog write, as I said earlier. Next, serial.println LED val, that is we have print LED val in serial monitor. Next, analog write LED pin LED val, analog write LED pin, which is the LED pin, it is 9. Next, LED val is the value which we got from the potentiometer after mapping. Let's compile the program and upload the program. This is the serial monitor. As you itself can see, the pot val is 0 and the voltage is also 0 and the LED val is also in 0. If I vary the potentiometer, if I scroll the potentiometer, it will be changing. It will be changed. See, you itself can see the pot val is 229 and the voltage is 1.12 and LED val is 57. So now I'm giving it in the highest, I'm giving the highest value. Now as you can see, the pot val is equal to 1023 and voltage 5 volt, LED val is 255. And now I have decreased it a bit. Yes, see, the pot val is 856, voltage is 4.18, LED val is 214. As I vary the potentiometer, the brightness of the LED also varies. It's in its highest value and the lowest. Highest slowly decreases, increases and decreases. Like this we can do. The Firefox logo isn't a fox. There is a common misbelief that because the browser is named Firefox, the logo must be a fox. Surprisingly, the cute furry creature in the logo is actually a red panda. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next video. Before ending up, if you are not seen the last video, I have given the link in the description below. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Bye.